Dr. Hill here at Advanced Animal Care Berea, and today we're going to talk about dog grooming at home for owners.
Okay, Dr. Hill, is there such a thing as bathing a dog too often?
So yes, there is. It's really dependent on what kind of shampoo you're using. So there are some dog shampoos out there that are safe to use on your pet and bathe them every day. Sometimes we recommend a medicated shampoo for your pet that will maybe have you bathe your pet every other day for a period of time. But if you're using any like human shampoos or Dawn dish soap or anything like that, a lot of those can be really drying to their skin. And so we don't really recommend using those, but if you do use them, we definitely don't want you using them super frequently. I would say no more than once a month. But the best thing to do is talk to your veterinarian about what product you maybe want to use, or they can even make some suggestions for you, like I love this Dermalite shampoo by Decra, and if we had to use this one every day, it is definitely safe to, but I just like this for my general once a month bathing.
Okay, so is it better to groom your dog at home or have it done by a professional groomer?
So that's really your comfort level. I definitely have owners that take their dogs to a professional groomer, and we have owners that do the grooming at home because maybe their dog is really stressed or things like that at the groomer. The biggest thing is whatever your comfort level is, but I would also encourage you to make sure that you are comfortable doing it as well. Of course, what we don't ever want to see is somebody accidentally cutting an ear with a pair of scissors, or maybe getting too short on their nail trim or things like that. And so, the best thing to do is, maybe if you're not comfortable in doing it, is seeking help from somebody that can help you, or finding those professional groomers out there.
Does my dog need to be vaccinated and on flea control to go to the groomer?
So it's really dependent on each and every groomer. My biggest thing is I would encourage you to select a groomer that does require vaccines for your pet. The reason being is they care about your pet's health and safety, as well as the other pets coming into the facility. Because sometimes when we have, just like with boarding facilities, a lot of animals in a small space, it can make it easy to transmit some contagious diseases, and vaccines can generally prevent a lot of those. So I would definitely look for a groomer that does require vaccines. And in terms of flea and tick prevention, being on flea and tick prevention is going to be the best thing for your pet regardless. A groomer may not require it, but if a pet has a flea infestation, or maybe even what we call a flea allergy dermatitis, meaning your pet is allergic to the saliva of the flea, it can cause a really severe skin rash or infection that could be uncomfortable to your pet, to make things challenging for their visit at the groomer.
My last question is, if my dog has behavior problems, will they be welcomed by a groomer?
So that's very dependent on each groomer. I have a groomer that I use and I work with personally, and she just kind of takes each pet as they come. We do offer sedated grooms here, if that's something that an owner really feels like their pet needs to be groomed, but maybe their pet gets a little stressed out, a little freaked out, a little anxious, or maybe they get a little nippy, and sedation is the best way to go. But there's also some safe medications that your veterinarian can prescribe, that your dog can take maybe an hour or two before going to the groomer, just to make it a more enjoyable experience and make it safer for everybody.
All right, thank you.
You're so welcome.